coming at you here with a beautiful car. It's a 2014 Subaru BRZ, and the same as the Scion FRS. Toyota also has one that's similar too, that has a 5 in it, in the number. I don't know. They're all pretty much the same car. They're these little sporty race cars. But as you see, what we have here is an impact dent from a light collision. So this thing crossed the body line, obviously made a couple little scuffs in the bumper, which we can't do anything about. I'm getting it warm, and before I'm not going to take out the taillight and try to go in and sneak in and tool it out. What I'm going to do is the glue pulling system first, but before I actually attack this dent, I'm going to take some of this brow down. So I'm getting it nice and warm just in the center of the dent and up on this brow, and staying away from this plastic. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I've got the microphone on, and we do have a little bit of background noise, a couple planes and stuff, but there we go. And now, I think first things first, what I really want to do is beat this brow down. Take the jackhammer, get the tightest spot down in the corner here, and really just do what I can to work some of this brow out before I make any pushes or pulls. A little bit of a tension release I can feel. And I'm just kind of really going for this tight area where it wants to pinch. So let's make a pull. I've got the glue nice and warm, and I think what I want to do is use a larger tab for this first couple of pulls. Maybe even a real large tab, something like this. Let's give it a little quick clean. Do I want to be like that or right there? I think first things first, let's go fairly smaller tab right through this low that I want to get first. So I'm going to stack the glue in the center. I just kind of drop it into the center. And as I yank on this or pull on this, there's a little bit of a background noise we got. It sounds like a helicopter. Oh gosh, it's a real low helicopter. And what I want to do is get this set up and then grab my jackhammer and really come through, and as I'm pulling, tap this brow down a little bit. It's kind of a trick. Little tips and tricks, but I want to release. See how that just pulled and released? I want to release that tension, guys, and bring this dent up slowly, because there even is, it looks like, I don't know if that's a little bubble of paint or just a crack of paint, but right on this edge where it's the most dicey, I don't want to even put my glue tab down around there. So I think we moved a lot of metal on that first very, very delicate pull. So let's see how much of it we got out. It's pretty much perfect temperature outside right now. It's about 60 to 65 and still warming. Ooh. Okay guys, let's see the look on it now. I think we moved some metal. We're just gonna keep on doing it. We might do a little bit more speedies. Let's throw another tab on there just because we had some success. Now this time I'm just doing a line, and I'm gonna actually come up to the deepest part because I was feeling pretty good about that pull, and for some reason I didn't want to use the lifter, but on that large of a thing I had to keep the tension up while I was pulling. So you can't do that with a slide hammer. You need 2 hands for the slide hammer, and this thing you only need 1 hand for, because I can just tighten it up and leave it. But the thing is, I don't want to push down on this foot too much, so I'm literally leaning it back and pulling it as I'm just kind of giving it a tug like that. And I think we moved some metal. So let's see what we got out of this one. By the way, guys, I'm spraying isopropyl alcohol 99% to get this off, and I've got a little Misto oil sprayer for kitchen oil. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. Okay, this 2-hour long dent might only be of an hour. You know, we're moving some metal and it's coming out pretty nice as we go. Yeah, hey guys, I do want to take this time to say, if you've made it through to this part of the video, I sure appreciate everybody that's all the new subs, and I sure appreciate everybody that's clicked on this video. If you don't mind hitting us up with a thumbs up, we sure love to see the community grow and all the new subs. You know, we basically do this because this is my passion, and I want to basically have something that I can show customers what I do. I don't do YouTube for monetary reasons. I do it basically to expose the ins and outs of paintless dent repair, and if I can do that and you guys can watch a free video, then learn something or not, or you maybe even just be entertained. But we sure love what we do, and we love the YouTube community. So let's see if we can make another nice little pull here. I felt it move. I mean, I didn't want to go too slow with it because it wasn't a lot of glue. If I had a big full pad of glue on that, I might want to go a little slower. But now that we're getting close, we're going to start using some of these littler tabs and getting some of this area. Gosh, we kept you guys in for a lot of this dent. Maybe right down here. See, because I'm kind of looking right into this, where this body line is the most tensious, has the most tension on it. Giving it about 15 seconds to cool. It's a black, or not, it's a Keiko gangrene tab. And the little lifter just needs some adjustment to get up in there. And I'm looking at the way these feet are sitting, because I want to pull straight out. Slow pull, but it worked. So, yeah, guys, I sure appreciate everybody sticking with me so far. We're going to keep on working on this one. Now, paintless dent repair is a patience process. We just had a phone call there, and so yeah, I planned for a couple hours for this one. So what I'm going to do is just keep on tapping brows and keep on making pulls, getting my angle right, and getting this line out. And we might do a little speedy and show you some in-betweens, but other than that, we will come back and show you for sure the end result in just a bit. Okay guys, we're back. We just showed it to the customer and they're happy with the result. I could sit there and nitpick it forever, but I gotta be happy with this result knowing that I had no access to this dent. I mean, we basically did this whole thing with glue pull. Let's see how nice it came out. I noticed there's a little wave down here. And I really can't beat myself up too much, because the impact of this collision, I showed him that this little cut in the paint right here actually has rust underneath it. So when that dent was made, the paint opened up, a little bit of water got in there along that line, and just over time rusted. So when I got the dent back out, that little piece of paint went back onto the rust and popped off. I told him that this was going to happen. I let the customer be fully aware that, you know, when he grabs his touch-up for these two spots, just hit that little spot too. And maybe this little spot, because that's a scratch. But I think we did pretty good for what we were attempting and what we did. Here's the tools that I used the most of the time. The Shane Jack's jackhammer for the brow, a lot of it. I did a lot of R32 tipper up here, a lot of this. And a lot of this down here, because there was a big pinch through this bottom edge. Even down here, there was a pinch. And then for the most part, I used just some different tabs, but a lot of these ice blues around the edge here, and a lot of the gangrenes just for the little pulls along the top edge to straighten this edge up. But all in all, I think it came out pretty good for what we were going for. We did what we could. This is one of these ones that it's the difference between taking it to a body shop and spending a ton of money, or just having me do it and spend a lot less. So, you know, hey, what? Oh, honey says it looks great. Wifey says it looks great. But I'm super picky, so I could always nitpick it forever. I guess if I took the tail light out and then worked out this top edge, I could maybe get another % out of it. But I think time involved and effort spent, I think we did pretty good. So Guys, if you like what you see here, shoot me up with a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you hit the little notifications bell, you get notified every time we make new comment, and we sure appreciate all the new subs. Hey, other than that, I'll just say the thing. This has been PDR, and I'm out. Peace.